Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my PBEM match against KilRoy. He is the commander of the Allied forces and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is the game version 27B with the extended new map. And we're playing scenario 1 with no mods. So it's basic game. I hope to defeat the the Australian British army north of Townsville. First, here's the next American submarine. These are all Mark 14 submarines. Much more powerful than the old S-boats, if they can hit and explode. Luckily my APD survived this attack. Still, I can for sure say in the last 2 or 4 weeks the amount of enemy allied submarines around Japan and everywhere around the map is increasing. So the quiet time after my strike of Manila port is now over. Especially with this American working torpedo settings. This will maybe be soon bloody battle for me. I can only hope that I can escort my ships successfully in and out without losing too much value on the way. Good. So no Navy battle again. Some bombardments in Nanchang. Oh. This was a little too fast. British attacking me here. Australian British. A little damage. But overall, I didn't detect any big Allied fleet movement. Yeah, my ships arrived to fix the damage. In the last moment they have an issue, but okay. So bombardment of Nanchang. And my regiments taking on this already defeated Australian forces and force them back. And they don't jump back to Townsville, they're going southwest. And the defender was out of supplies. I'm not so sure how this is possible. Maybe I don't know exactly. I don't guess. I mean, I would say in Australia there's always enough supplies. Maybe there was simply only one unit because of damage had no supplies. Anyway, all the fighting squads are now, I think, disabled or even destroyed. There's nothing more getting disabled, so it's the end of this army group. And standard. And the allies are faster than my own troops, so KilRoy was defeated in Nanning and some unit here was able to outrun me, but this is only a base force and the HQ, so they don't have any attack value left, so they're making shock attack and then they're fighting with my Navy Guard unit. Yeah. I think KilRoy only want to get rid of them, so they recreate and Chongqing, well, he can call them back, buy them back. And my Thai part division or regiment maybe was strong enough to take on all of this leftover British Rangoon army. So you can see that the British have no attack value left at all. But it also shows that the Thai attack value is a paper number, and yeah, but still it was enough to kick out all of the British forces again, and now they're jumping one more hex to the east. Why is he jumping east and not north? I don't know. Depending on how you enter the hex and who controls the side of the hex. Good. A successful day. Still, the Japanese army is undefeated in China, more or less, and also the British. But yeah, kicking the broken is not really a very great achievement, I would say. The British Rangoon army is defeated long time ago and was under non-stop attacks out of the air for weeks. So of course they have no morale left and breaking now always. Good. Air losses. 2 more airframes lost for KilRoy by ops. Ship sunk. No sinking sound. Nothing changed. So this 2 Chinese logistic units are here. My Navy Guard unit not even have any disruption or fatigue, so I maybe can take on this Chinese forces with my Navy Guard and not even must call back anyone. My tanks are faster than of course every infantry on the highway, so I catch up with them and try to force them back to Chongqing to damage them even a little more. Great points. You never have enough points. The British is now nearly out of the war here, or off the map. I only must now walk here all around because there is no... This road is very slow, so it's often maybe better to take the highway or rail some units around. We will see. Still in jungle, so not really much my Air Force can do to support these operations. I was able to achieve a victory here, but for some reason one Australian unit sacrificed themselves, more or less you can say, because they're holding the position, so I can still not walk on Townsville. Townsville is still under siege, and one more day KilRoy can use time to prepare his attack here. This is only my convoy going back after unloading here. Additional equipment, more supplies, building up the base quickly as possible. Nothing else, no report, no sighting. Everything looks quiet. Because there is nothing really to show here. I can maybe... So the situation in Japan is more or less stable. What about resources? I'm now at 1.7 million in Tokyo. This is enough. I keep also the 1 million crude oil. This is always an indication that this is enough. And supplies I keep at 100,000. Then all of the industry in Japan will work without any issues. But I made a mistake and I took too much fuel out of Japan and shipped it to Truk, Kabul. And so I now must carry my backup fuel from Port Moresby to Japan. Maybe I could start with this earlier. We act a little too late for this. So maybe next time I will say I have 2 options. I can send the fuel from Port Arthur to Japan earlier, or I don't ship so much fuel from Japan to Southeast Asia and better use the oil from Balikpapan, Tarakan to support Truk as soon as possible. But I did this also on purpose, that I don't ship fuel from these 2 locations simply because I don't have escort ships with good equipment for this tasks. Now in June I can convert or upgrade more destroyers with better equipment. Yeah, it's always a gamble. Maybe one other story is about Fuso. Where is Fuso? Ah, yeah. Fuso is going back with some other damage ship. Kaga must go back because there was this 1,000-pound bomb hit before we had this big battle and clash. Oh no, Kaga. I don't know, remember more. No, Kaga gets a hit at the Battle of New Caledonian, where I sunk the Allied carriers. Fuso was the one getting the torpedo hit. This is a Mark 15, so this is a surface fleet torpedo from a destroyer or cruiser, I'm not more sure which one, but surface fleet torpedo. And they are really, well, and there's no, yeah, they are, I think, more powerful. Well, maybe they're the same like Mark 14, but you can always see Mark 13 is air launched, Mark 14 is submarine, and Mark 15 is surface fleet. So this one torpedo hit creates so much engine damage that I have to send back Fuso to get a repair in Japan. And I can roughly say that the repair need 2 or 3 months. So one torpedo hit 3 months in dock. That is terrible. I have here also one escort scout cruiser. I think there was really no damage by the enemy, but hit other heavy cruiser, I think. So we have a lot of flooding damage and engine damage, and I also must fix this in the shipyard. So, and yeah, these are the 3 ships I must bring back to get a repair. On top of this, I get here, there's a long time overdone upgrade. It's not so powerful, but I can get here a little more flag power. You can see that the 12 centimeter anti-aircraft gun will change to 12.7. They are much better anti-aircraft equipment. Also, these other ships all soon will have a refit. I'm now in June and I need 1 week to go back, so yeah, a little early, but anyway, these ships must all go to shipyard, and you can see here that this destroyers are getting then already the Type 2 depth charters. And this is the best equipment the Japanese ever can get, and with this equipment you can hit and damage ships in deep water, not only in shallow water. This Mod 2 is more or less like, yeah, you can hit in deep water, but the damage you create is still so minor, so it doesn't hit this what you need. Shukaku and Suikaku, also for the Japanese player, is always the first ship and the most important carriers. You must send back to get the upgrade in June, a little late already. But only these 2 carriers, Shukaku and Suikaku, can get early Radar 21 airborne radar, air search radar. So this is important mainly only for cap fighters. So you get early warning, you can get your cap in a better position, you have a better intercepting chance against enemy incoming airstrikes. Nothing more, but that is of course a lot. Because here you have a range of up to 109,000 yards. And if you see a Kaga, this is the standard, you can only see 44,000 yards. And I think the detection rate of visual contact is also lower than with radar. So radar is always better, but it always gives you only the chance that what you have of cap, get it up and get it in a better position. If you don't have any cap fighter, radar will not help you. Good, anything else? Other ships are in Rabaul waiting. I think there was another ship here in shipyard. Akagi. Yeah. Akagi was my fleet carrier. Had the torpedo attack here, Mark 14 hit with explosion because he has no debuff in this game. And the ship is also was, I think, 1 torpedo hit, 2 months in shipyard. And I must I first fixed here the system damage. This you don't need a shipyard. This is faster if you normally make it in pier side. And then I still have to go 1 month in shipyard to fix the major damage on flooding an engine. But I also get here the upgrade in July, so I can more or less in the upgrade need to stay in shipyard for 21 days or stand down in 24 days. You don't must go stay in the shipyard. So roughly speaking, I would say end of July I can maybe finish the upgrade and finish the repair, because this is working together. Luckily, you can more or less use the upgrade time to also repair something, because the upgrade itself will only create 10 system damage. That is easily to fix. But this upgrade itself is not really a big improvement. You can see that this is July 42, no radar, no better anti-aircraft equipment. It's a little more of this 25mm cannons. They are good for anti-torpedo attacks, but not for dive bombers. But anyway, this is something, and I can use the time to fix this both. But means I will take out most of my carrier fleet in the Pacific for the rest of June and July, so that in August I have my carrier fleet upgraded, ready for next engagements. But June, July I will have no carrier left in the Pacific. In India Ocean it's similar. I also must take Hiryu and Suryu down for upgrades. I don't know, where is my carriers now? Maybe in Georgetown? Yeah. I'm here in Georgetown because I'm out of fuel, and I'm waiting that the port is fueling up my ships that I can go later to Singapore. Because here you need a refit in July, so you need a refit in July. Junyu is already ready for this, so there's no coming. This is 43. The next big upgrade is in the radar upgrade. All other carriers, only Shokaku and Sugaku can get this in 42, but all other carriers get this in March or April of 43. Unluckily, I lost here my other carrier, so here's only 3 fleet carriers left, plus 1 light carrier and the escort carrier. And the light carrier is the same. Escort carriers, they don't really get anything. I get here, this is no anti-aircraft. This is not much more anti-aircraft. This will never help anything. But no. Nagato and Mutsu, the rest is still here. I don't know. Maybe I will transfer some more cruisers to the Pacific, but to keep this carrier divisions here is maybe. Not that I really need a lot of carriers now in the Pacific. After the defeat of the Allied, there's really simply no need for my carriers to operate anywhere. I can only lose them if I send them out. Better let the Allies come to me. Good. And the last first short look on my ship production. Nothing really changing. So I still try to push my carriers, what is possible, what makes sense. Escort carriers are coming. I'm closing the gap between Musashi and Yamato. So if they are more or less matching, then I will start the production of Yamato. This will more or less means that I have to reduce the focus from my carriers back to battleships, so that I get both of these heavy battleships ready for active duty in 43. Problem is that Yamato's original design is really purely surface engagement, and there's no radar, and this is end of 42, and the anti-aircraft is too low, too little to really have any impact. Yeah. The cruisers, I still push, of course, what is possible to get my destroyers, because destroyers you always need. And submarines is like most Japanese players will keep on hold, and only if I have spare points left I will start with what little submarines I really need. Yeah. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.